Mostly Indians don't know about this man who challenged Albert Einstein in physics. E.C.G. Sudarshan was a brilliant Indian-American scientist who made big contributions in physics. His biggest contribution was the concept of some particles that travel faster than light. His idea challenged Albert Einstein's theory, which says that nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. Despite giving so much to physics, he was surprisingly ignored by the Nobel Committee and never received a Nobel Prize. Although he got many awards from all around the world, many Indians are still unaware of this hero. Hit the subscribe.
Wow, how interesting. I myself didn't know about Sudarshan. I mean, few names comes up, and if you're talking about an Indian mathematician, Ramanujam comes to your mind, and C.V. Raman, and that's the other name that comes to my mind. And about this person, Sudarshan, who even rebutted Einstein's theory of, I guess, relativity. Interesting. And what it is see, the planets, I guess, the study of planets, interesting. Light waves are said to be, I mean, this is basic physics. In grade 9, they used to teach us 186,000 miles per second. And the sunlight, at that time, we were told it takes 9 minutes to reach the Earth. I mean, it's, it travels in electromagnetic waveform, but 9 minutes. But now, as I understand, it's, to be precise, 8.3. They probably rounded it up at that time. This is many decades ago when I was 15 years old. And then when you go to secondary school and the physics, we call it A-level, advanced level. It just the system is very they adapted the British system, except that they did some revision in the syllabus. But basically, I would say the science stream is 90% is very British syllabus, and then that's how it is. And having said that, later it just turns out light is the fastest, 186,000 miles per second. So if you want to calculate the distance, multiply that by 60 into 9. That's 9 minutes at that time. Now they are saying it's 8 point. Now at least, as I understand, it's 8.3 minutes. So likewise, the distance between the moon, moon and the Earth is 200,000 240,000. But then the distance, they again rounded it up. I suppose because the moon's orbit, it's not strictly circular, but at certain points it could be closer to Earth. At certain points it could be further away. They even have terms, and I just simply, out of curiosity, I looked it up, and the distance when the orbit is the closest, the distance is called perigee, Perigee, perigee. And when the moon is at the furthest distance in the orbit from Earth, it's called apogee, APOGEE, apogee. Why I'm getting into this is I'm just getting curious about how horoscope works, because I had it's easy to be a skeptic and say it's all nonsense and neurotic superstition, but then my experience is recent, I guess in the recent years, made me think about it and sort of look into it in a more rational way I can think of. And it's amazing, there is something to it. And one thing is mind boggling, because if the distance between Earth and the moon is 238,000 miles, uh, that distance is predicted, not predicted, it's already been ascertained by the ancient mystics of South India, who I guess who innovated or invented the horoscope, the study of planets and how they affect our life. Interesting, mind-boggling though. And they are called siddhas and rishis and yogis. But siddhas, subject to correction, they are South Indian siddhas who sort of invented this art and science of horoscope, the planetary positions at the time of birth, and how in relation to your birth time and the planetary positions, how the movement of planets affects one's life. Very interesting. It's easy to rebuff everything, and if you want to rebuff, you should rebuff in a very intelligent way, not knowing anything. Any idiot can rebuff anything, but just show it why you don't believe in. You just cannot say, oh, it's bunkum, right? And so in my early years, I used to think it's all a neurotic superstition, like I said. But then recently, so many things happened, and it just made me ponder into it. And I'm trying to study, sort of in my own way, trying to study how this horoscope, they call it a science, you can call it an art, it's both, works, right? And so Agastya, that it's South Indians whose horoscope system is said to be more accurate than the Westerners. Westerners meaning not quite Sumerians, ancient Sumerians, Egyptians, and Greeks were into horoscope and trying to study the life events of the individuals in relation to the horoscope. Very interesting. I don't want to sort of prolong this, and I want to make a short video, but then this is kind of I guess when you start, you don't know where to stop because there's so much to it. So Agastya, who is said to be Agasthyar in Tamil, Tamil is said to be the primordial language of humankind. At one point, they say it was thought Sanskrit. Sanskrit is an Indian language, North Indian. Tamil is a South Indian, Dravidian, not Dravidian. I don't. There's questionable debates about the term Dravidian because there are 5 languages. But among the 5 languages, Tamil is everything is an offshoot of Tamil. They say, all right, and so be it. And Tamil, even Harvard University, they finally are the etymologist and the scientists who study these things. Finally, they concluded Tamil is the world's oldest language. But Agastya is from South, is Tamil yogi. He's said to be a dwarf, like a 3 feet tall dwarf, and he is said to be a very powerful yogi. He's the one who discovered this, and The difference between the Western system, the Greek system will have only, even the calendar is different. Like the Russians and Ukrainians would follow the Julian calendar. They would celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January. It's called the Julian calendar, I think. But we follow the Gregorian calendar. But the Tamils they have their own calendar. It's totally different. So when you look at the Greek horoscope, it's all, they only have 12 zodiac signs, and the Westerners are so hung up with the 12 zodiac signs. It is said to be not very precise. The Tamil horoscope is more detailed. So in the Tamil horoscope system, they have the 12 horoscope zodiac signs, just like the Greeks, except that it's slightly different. With the zodiac signs, they have something else called Rasi and Lagnam. Lagnam is, they take the time of the birth of the person, and Lagnam is associated with the time of the birth. Rasi is related to the body. Lagnam is related to the soul. So Rasi is very volatile. It changes and transient with the passage of life. That is why all horoscope readers, Tamil horoscope readers, use the Rasi as opposed to Lagnam to chart and talk about someone's horoscope, because it's also business oriented, money oriented. If they talk about Rasi, there's always something to talk about because it keeps changing. So they have business. Lagnam is strictly said to be related to the soul or the life as opposed to the body. Body goes through so many changes, of course. The soul that's trapped in the body doesn't change at all. It's just until you breathe your last in your lifetime. All right, and what else? Then they have the stars. We have Rasis, we have Lagnams. I don't know what the English term is. I had to look it up. I'm just using the Tamil terms. And then they have the nakshatras. Nakshatra means nakshatram in Tamil, star, nakshatra in Sanskrit or northern languages. So the time you're born, your Lagnam and Rasi and is associated with, there are 27 stars, nakshatras. And it all interrelated, and that's how they plot the individual's chart, horoscope chart. Very interesting, very mind-boggling, and befuddling. And I'm trying to see if I can understand this, and but I'm sharing this with you today. Just bear with me, because I'm only sharing my thoughts on it, and people who are more cognizant of this, perhaps you can leave your comments, and I would be very thankful for that. Thank you, and thanks for patiently listening to this.